and start your engines. All right, schedule on the car. Final entry out of Lompoc, number 76, Robert Kempitelli. That's the starting grid for this, the B late model main event.
That 35 car doesn't work back. He goes to the back. 35 car goes to the back. By number,
Bakersfield Speedway track champion.
All right, thank you very much, Dick Shepard. Plus data, good luck to you, Dick. Okay, buddy. Lights out, about to go green right now. Our starter, Craig Butts, looks them over out at turn 2. Marcus Mount at the 02 sets the pace. Down the back chute, we're on the gas. 202 of Marcus Mallet was coming into a whole herd of Highway 99 traffic as the watch the Bobby movie out there. And we're back on the green. 6. Wow, what a mad dash for the finish. Fine race by that young rookie out there, Jeff Hilton, in transfer position. So the top 6 that qualify straight up goes like this. The 02 of Marcus Mallet, right behind him, number 8 of Tim Fisher, then the 25 of Robert Miller, then the 11T of Jeff Hilton, the 25L of Greg Brown, and the 6 and 5. So I'll tell you what we're doing right now. We're waiting a little bit of time here for the late model qualifier into the A main, Jeff Hilton, to get out of that late model and get back into his regular modified street stock, as this the only second time in a late model, last night and then tonight. And that young lad has transferred into the A main, and we're going to give him a few moments to get out of one car and get back into the other. One car making a no-show, the 92 car. He won't be in the lineup. Lights out, about to go green. I'll try one more time. That's still Illinois. You got to move over here real quick, Charlotte. Closer. Charlotte's the promoter for this mud bog. Tell us what's going to happen real quick. Getting ready to go racing. Well, go ahead, Mike. We're going to
Okay, Brad. More fun than you know what.
So, lights out. I guess we're looking to go green. I don't know what that is all about, but green's what we're looking for. Sideways out of 4. 62 car, Ed Berry. Ray Nolan, your leader. Joy Silva running second. Ed Berry out of Carpinteria third. Out of Porterville now the 02 car, Robbie McLaughlin. High up into the wall, turn 4. Look out. 73 car out of Solving getting a high ride. A D ticket as the Joy Silva McLaughlin. Yes, indeed. I tell you what, Ray Nolan doesn't know what's behind him right now, but there are 5 individuals out there knocking on his door trying to get around. And, of course, Mike Moore's up front with Rick Childress, Kevin Collier in that number 30 car out of Salinas, Doug Haggio, and unfortunately for the 02 of Robbie McLaughlin involved in that yellow spins in turn 2. And
You have an address?
Happy birthday, Jerry Brandon. No, it's an IMCA.
all right, back on the green. Yeah, happy birthday, Gary Brandon. All right, back on the pace. Rick Childress in a viable attempt to take over. Oh, tire off turn 4. The number 60 car losing a tire. Dino Chapman out of San Luis Obispo. Right rear comes off of his mount over there in turn 4. Yellow flag quickly comes out to allow that debris to clear. We'll get a little word from you later. Back to you, Mike. So we are back on the green right now. Your leader up there, Ray Nolan, Mike Morris, and look out, the number 18 car, turn 3, Kevin Collier, overhauling the inside of Rick Childress, side by side off turn 4. Childress sticks it deep into one. Childress underneath of Morris, Collier underneath of Childress, and on the top side, Doug Haggio taking over the top side of Kevin Collier. Hot shoe running up on the top side, one more lap around. I'll need the top 6 here. Number 5, Ray Nolan. Number 56, Mike Morris. Number 44, Rick Childress. Checkered flag, 5, 56, 44, 30, 18. 30, 18. Wow, I tell you what, a whale of a competition all the way through, start to finish on that front side. Ray Nolan, your transfer. 56, Mike Morris, the next one. Rick Childress finishing up 3rd. Doug Haggio out of Salinas 4th. Kevin Collier, another transferee 5th, and I missed the 6th one. I'm not sure who that was. Hang on, I'll try to find out. Tom Bowser, the number 70 car out of Port Hueneme, Bob McMahon, the number 87 car out of Chandler, Arizona, Lonnie Cox Jr., number 30 out of Ventura, Doug Thornton, the number 19L out of Taft, California, Kinney the Crusher Landrum, and the final inductee into the B main, the 01 out of Napomo, Hollywood, Mike Trogdon. Lights out, about to go green. Top 10 qualify to the A main. All others will be relegated to the trailers.
Excellent. That works great. I appreciate that. That's great. Yes.
Open wheel modified action. Melee over in turn 1 and 2. Everybody breaks free and they're running okay. Your leader off turn 4 right now, Kevin Nichols. Gary Burnett 2nd. Jim Dinas 3rd. Ryan Tolley 4th. David Miller 5th. The number 30 car, Bob Forster 6th. Mike Kirby, the 33 car. Look out, Landrum and Brennan. The 08 car. That's the 08 car of Brian Tolley. Looked like part of a Nerf bar laying over in turn 4. The 30 out of Ventura, Doug Thornton. Next car in the lineup, the 01 car, I believe it is, of Hollywood Mike Trogdon. The 00 car of Bobby Noren out of Pahrump, Nevada. And then number 70 is Bob McMahon out of Port Hueneme. Lights are out, and we're back on the green. Len Dynas now back on the track. David Miller on the high side, turn 4. Bowser with a right rear cut down on his IMCA. And the Crusher Landrum still out there running. All right. Starter Craig Budd says one more time around. We'll start it in the back chute. Making a move underneath of Nichols. Nichols pushes high, takes it back. Kirby on the high side, turn 3. Side by side with Dynas coming off 4. Kirby makes the pass. Mike Kirby now running third in that 33 car. Up jumps the number 18 car of Tom Bowser, not in the top 10. He's in the back. Mike Kirby now up in the second place, right behind the 8 of Kevin Nichols. Nichols on a nice turn through 4. Nichols opens the door. Kirby sticks his nose in. Kevin up high, Kirby down low, the 2Ks. Mike Kirby makes the pass on Nichols. Nichols gets a little sideways in the transition of 3 and 4. And Kirby goes off the pace into the pits. Mike Kirby now goes off the pits. Lead goes back to number 8, Kevin Nichols, and up on the track comes the 2J of Mike Johnson. His power plant shut off as he came through turn 3, and it comes to a halt up on the wall over in turn 4. Jim Dynas, tough luck for him. He was running up front and had it wired for the A main, and now he's off the pace. Lights out. We are about to go green. Finish off this B main event here with the IMCA modified. And we're back on the green. Kevin Nichols, Gary Brandon looks on the bottom side. Brandon sticks it hard. Kevin drops up on the high side to avoid contact. Side by side into turn 1 is Brandon, the 31-year-old here today with the birthdays. Jumps up into the lead. Look at Doug Thornton off turn 2. Hooked up and going hard into turn 3. Now running third. Doug Thornton must have found a reserve power in that 30 car. He is moving now. And look at the 38 car of Bob Forster. Forster trying to make a move. Doug Thornton, look at him come. Doug Thornton what you call you pick 'em. I know this. The 38 of that bright orange, Bob Forster out of Apple Valley. Putting a strong bid, makes the pass on Thornton. Thornton, all kinds of trouble in that right rear. The body roll flattening his tire. Top 10 transfer, so we'll try to bring that out to you as we get it for you.
Put it back in numerical order and see if we can pick.
Girl.
Dennis was interviewing for an extra bud girl. I went in and interviewed for him, and he called me up the next morning.
Okay. Told you had the job. Dennis, you got a tough job here. We need to ask Dennis now, what are the qualifications to be a bud girl?
First of all, you have to have a great personality. You have to look good in a Budweiser dress, and you have to represent the company very well.
Mike Moser, sounds like we got a part-time job for you. I mean, you look
Yeah, right. Thanks, Bless. Mini skirts don't look that good on me, but I've seen you in a bikini, and you're pretty ravishing, Bless.
All right, well, real quick, we're going to put the girls back in the Speedway truck, and they're going to be out handing keychains out. We were going to do a little presentation for the IMCAs, but evidently they wanted to get in and work on the cars before the A-main, so we will have the girls back out before all the trophy presentations. So one more time, let's hear for Angie and Heather, the Bud Girls.
Yeah. All right, starting grid is made up and lined up. We'll pack the track in a couple of times. Jay Tannehill, please. Jay Tannehill, come to the beer stand. Jay Tannehill, you are required to the beer stand. Jay Tannehill, can you hear me in the infield, Jay?
Somebody get hold of Kelly on the radio. He's going to
All right, get ready. Hang on to your seats. We're about to go green. Late model, number 1, A-main, 50 laps. There'll be 250 laps here tonight. A whole lot of track champions out here competing this weekend. And we're running. Larry Dimmitt's off turn 2, your leader. Dick Shepherd sticking his nose in big time, coming out of 4 up into second. Shepherd on the bottom side, the 07 of Mike Juarez running third. Dimmitt and Shepherd off turn 4. Devin Crockett takes his car off the hook. Look out, turn 4. Shepherd's putting a challenge on Larry Dimmitt's. Shepherd into turn 1 on the bottom side and makes the pass. Holy mackerel, getting sideways, the 07 of Mike Juarez. Kim Pedersen in the 07 car running third. Your leader out there right now, Dick Shepherd in the 22 car. Devin Crockett, a lap traffic. Larry Dimmitt's running second. 07 Pedersen, side by side with the number 7 out. Off the pace right now, yellow flag out for number 72, Sean DeForest. Vance Beltram, then in the 6 car. Lights out, about to go green. his car off of the wall turn 2 as he jumped high to avoid collision with the rest of them. As the 8 of Tim Fisher, the one that got spun, Tim Fisher and the 8-ball collected the 92 car of Tony Zaffino, and then Robert Miller hit the backside of him, jumped high up against the wall to stay out of the melee. Was the local driver in the 25 car, Greg Brown. 8 back up under competition. Greg Brown has his car coming down the main chute here. Little cosmetic damage, but everything else seems to be all in operating order. That's the base down the back chute. Shepard sideways off 4, opens the door. Closes 2 positions. Jim Pettit and Larry Dennis up front now. Larry Dennis up front takes the lead. Jim Pettit second. Shepard drops back to third as he made a mistake off turn 4. Opens the door and finds himself back in third. Shepard, look out turn 2. Shepard and the 07 of Ken Pedersen. And Jerry Stewart finds himself in there along with, holy mackerel, Jim Pettit the second, part of that melee. Also Devin Crockett over there, number 21 on the apron of turn 2. In case you didn't check what happened coming off turn 2, Larry Dimmits was in the lead. Number 7X, Jim Pettit was second and Shepard third. Shepard got in the backside of Jim Pettit. Looked like they got him airborne and started to spin. Looked like they may have got hooked, and Shepard got rear-ended by the 07 car. Got his tail end up in the air, and all 4 of them came down to rest along with Jerry Stewart in the 4F car out of Santa Maria. All right, lights are out, about to go green. Larry Dimmits, your Petaluma track champion, the leader right now. Dimmits looking for the green, and there it is. 59 car, John Silva running second, and look out, Marcus Mallet, oh, turn 4. Shepard once again involved. Marcus Mallet looped it. Scott Kuster turned it sideways to avoid. Going on the top side was Tim Fisher trying to look out of the backside to get away from him. Larry Blake turned his sideways the same as the front end. And Dick Shepard has nowhere to go. Hit the backside of Robert Miller. And on the top side of Dick Shepard is the 21 car of Devin Crockett. Now he just turned his car sideways to save the front end damage. I don't believe he made contact with anybody. He should be able to get that car fired up. Oh, here comes, look at this guy. Hey, you run that fast, the Rams can use you. All right. Well, ready to go back racing, Mike, take it away. Lights out, about to go green. Larry Dimmits, your leader, number 59, running second, John Silva out of Fremont. The number 4 car of Jerry Stewart, and look out, Chad Reichenbeck makes a move underneath. Zaffino spins down here in turn 2. Holy mackerel, that could have been a bad one there as Tony Zaffino loops it on turn 1. That says 6 of them have gone by the wayside, but there will be some time in between this A main and the second A main to get the repairs done. They may be back, lights out, about to go green. backside of Jerry Stewart, and Scott Kuster got a piece of Stewart, sent him flying. Stewart appears to be okay. Scott Kuster, the left front end of his body is damaged. Bobby Large has his car refired, but I tell you the one that's hurting right now, that's the 33 up against the wall between 1 and 2. He got up there, hit hard, and got up on the 2 left wheels. That's level 50. With our curfew, we may have to start trimming some laps here. We'll wait and see. Lights out, about to go green. Your leader, John Silva, out of Fremont, California, back on the green. Reichenbach once again with a nice start. Goose in the backside of Larry Demitz. Dick Shepherd on the move right now out of turn 2, but a yellow for a lost tire at the apex of 4. Lost a tire coming off of the car parked at turn 4. I cannot catch that car number. Can you catch that number for us, Plus?
Anything? We got to give you one. Oh, this guy's digging in this thing right here. And yep, he's got it. All right. Well, that'll take care of it. These are our West Coast National Mud Shootout. Don't forget October 22nd, first race 2 o'clock.
And we're back on the green. John Silver, your leader, followed by Larry Demitz, and then Chad Reichenbach, and then Jerry Stewart. That's Bill Trent and Steve Drake. Jeff Hilton out of the back chute comes onto the racing surface. Gets sideways out of 4. Oh! Hard hit down the main chute. Larry Demitz with a hard hit on the wall. Smacked it good. Bent that right front suspension. Looking backwards, his right front tire. Tough break for Larry Demitz. I mean, he was hooked up and running good here tonight. He was running in the 3rd position. Can't believe that. He is still running straight. He's going to take it into the pits, have it checked out, but Ray sitting up there in the 5th slot. Silva, good early start by Reichenbach once again. Up high, opens the door, Stewart takes a look, couldn't quite hold it. California, makes contact with it.
Come on down to Castrol booth one last time. 506384. You got to tag a compliments of Castrol and Mike Harris.
No, he just tagged in the back, went out on the yellow back. No, you fit it out or reverse that one.
Back on the green, the leader out here, Cherry Stewart, followed by the 11 car of Steve Drake. Oh, getting sideways, turn 4 action. Ron Myers and Jim Bennett making a couple of connections with their 2 cars. On that pit stop. Stewart up front, your leader, followed by Drake. Scott Kuster running third. The number 72 is Sean DeForest shown in the 4th position. And in 5th is Bobby Large, then Ron Meyer, and John Silva in the 59 car. Looks like 39 and a half laps in the record book. Your leader coming out of turn 4, Jerry Stewart. 40 down, 10 to go. 40 down, 10 to go. Large bobbles at 2, opens the door, and Ron Myers sticks his nose in, now running 5th. Area Track Champion Jerry Stewart takes the first A main here. What do you like it so far, race fans? Late model!
I won't even put them in order. You just put them in numerical order. Like you do. Yeah. Just so they can either go in regular numerical order, all this go back in.
Look at that important part coming out right now. The Butt Girls. Holy mackerel. Mm-hmm. Well, I sharpen up my binoculars, wipe the fog off of them, and there's a couple of real classy-looking ladies down there, the Butt Girls. Got a T-shirt to give away. Appreciate that, Brian.
I know.
I can't see out of this with my glasses. It's blurry.
You got to adjust it right here.
I know, but I want to change it for you.
Oh, that's fine. That's very easy to change.
Can you change it for you?
Real quick, Jerry, we talked to you earlier. I guess you plan. Airborne, a lot of speed represented by these lightweight cars averaging in around 2,600 pounds. So this ought to be a doozer. Lights out. We are about to go green. Pace set it right now by the 6S car of Darren Smotherman. The number 11 car, second row inside, your national champion, has won some 36 main events thus far this year. Smotherman. Turn 2 and walking there pounds by the time he gets into turn 4, makes his way through the lineup. Mike Montez and Ryan Cole, Doug Thornton all wrapped up down the main chute. 50 losing it over in turn 4, carries the Brody all the way around the corner. Smotherman with a better start. Hard in the wall, number 26, Gary Bannon. David Freddie down the main chute here, looking backwards, got his refired. Richard Vandersteen in the backside of Brannon over at turn 4. Okay, back on the green. Darren Smotherman sticks his car into turn 1 off turn 2. You lead, followed by Scott Pounds. David Freddie and then Steve Smotherman. The 0 car up high, Jim Reeves. Don Mosher now running 6th. Followed by Ryan Cole in the 4 car. That's Bill Lauer, the one getting crossed up there. Lee Merrill comes around him. Doug Thornton has smoke coming out the right rear of his car. Oh, Mosher! Turn 3! Looks like a car lot over there right now as Mosher in the 86 car gets loose as the tail end comes around. The 41 car of Bill Lauer and then the 30 car of Doug Thornton. All three come to rest side by side at the apex of 3 and 4. Hey, guess what? We got 3 laps completed. We're almost into this here 30-lap main event. and we're on the green. Smotherman and then working out of bounds, David Free and Steve Smotherman. Turn 4. Gary Brennan spins out in turn 4. The 26 car of Gary Brennan loses control and spins out. Once again, number 30, Doug Thornton, gets collected in that melee. Steve Smotherman. And then Hanford 0, Jim Reeves. And we're back racing as the green flag flies. Darren Smotherman holds it tight down on the apron. Sign, and it looks as though the axle has maybe shifted on that IMC modified. The 86 car is Mosier out of the car now, walks around assessing what may be the problem. But up front, a whale of a race going on with your leader out of Porterville, Darren Smotherman and Scott Pounds. These two guys are both hooked up big time here tonight. Spud girls are getting thirsty. Come on down, get a keychain. Cool Bud. You know, they got those Bud shirts, but I'm sure they'll take ice cold Bud Light too. Lights out, about to go green. Since it started, Jim Reeves out of Hanford as the lights go out, about to go green. And we're back on the green. The Rocky Man Scott Pounds sticks it deep into 3 off turn 4, still your leader. Crossed up out of 4, loses the handle, now opens the door, and up jumps Ryan Cole and Earl Cox.
to sell. He's trying to take a beer break, but head on down and get some of these shirts by Cruisin' Tees. Frank's got them, and Christian's putting them up. Long sleeve, short sleeve, checker flag, patterns, all those. They want to go racing, Mike. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Les. Back on the green right now. The Rocky Man holds it tight down on the bottom apron. Ryan Cole now running fifth, trying to work over the number 50 of Mike Montes. show put on here, 25 laps out there. Suppose we got down, we went down 20 as we're running out of time. And I tell you what, number 11, the Rocket Man Scott Pounds takes it to the farm.
What's that number 11 car doing out down there, that other one? Running down? Oh, he's third.
That was an e-ticket ride out there, Scott. How's it feel? A couple of lovely ladies out there to give you a big old hug, Scott. What do you think about that, huh?
Got a boat.
Well, hi Tracy, how are you tonight? All right, hey, Scott wasn't feeling good, and we were going to interview him, and but just how you feeling now?
I'm glad it's over. I've been pretty sick all night long, and I could really feel it come down there towards the end. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad I won.
It's a lot better than anything you'd got in the drugstore, though, huh? You can't beat this. What you doing? You didn't have to run the B main, but what'd you do to get ready? You knew it was going to be dry.
No, I didn't really. He put some additives to this track, and it changed it a little bit, so I was a little leery to change it to my normal setup. So I just left it like it was, and it was a little rough, but we was there. I just took my time.
A lot of yellows there early. You kind of pull away and bunch them up, pull them away, bunch them up.
Yeah, I was just really kind of trying to keep my cool and take my time, not make no mistakes, and it turned out good tonight.
There you go. That's Scott Pounds. He's your national IMCA champion, and he's also your Budweiser dirt track champion. Congratulations, Scott. All right, lights are out. Next time around, we'll be on the green flag. Dan the man, why don't you come up here and see me for a minute? Dan Weaver.
There you go. Come on in, bud. Get out of that cold weather. All right.
57B, Steve Stewart. I guess I missed him out of Lawndale. Actually, he was announced. Somebody just didn't hear him. That's what happened. On the green, Hood gets crossed up and smacks Doug Jeffers up in the wall. Everybody transcends through the corner. A couple of them on skates out there. A little slippery for a couple of them. Off the pace up against the wall. Alan Godfrey loses control of the 04 car, spins in 4. Sam Tucker, your leader, the 32 car, but look out the number 41, a real quick one. Steve Hahn on now, pressuring up into turn 3. Hahn on the high side, Tucker on the bottom side. Tucker down low, makes a move, clean pass. Tucker back in the lead. Sammy Tucker, your leader, running second right now, the number 18W. Jerry Vincelletti. Vincelletti now up, making competition for Tucker. Vincelletti running the high groove, Tucker down low. Side by side off turn forward, Vincelletti makes the pass down the back chute. Sticks it hard into turn 3, drifts a little bit. Tucker down low, Vincelletti up high, side by side off 4. Holy mackerel, finally, 18W sticks it into turn 1 off turn 2, your leader. Excellent race up front as 18W of Gary Vincelletti leads the pack, followed by Sam Tucker, and then Mike Corwin and Steve. Nolan now running 4th. Bumpers locked over in turn 2 with Charles Paul in the 41 car of Steve Hahn. Bumpers locked over in turn 4. Caution flag out now as 2 cars married, nose to tail out of 4. Charles Paul carrying a gift on the back side of his trunk lid as the 41 car marries up with him like a couple of hound dogs. Steve Hahn. Somebody get the broom out, beat those 2 boys. Spray water on them, that'll do it. Separate them, let's get back to racing. Mud Nationals on October 22nd. The mud bog out here. Hasn't been a mud bog in Bakersfield for 4 years. Gonna have a big crowd. Come on out. Gate opens at 1, first race 2 o'clock. Going back racing, Mike. Thank you very much, Press Taylor. Jay Ellenberg making his way into the pits as the lights out about to go green. Gary Vincelletti, the leader. Start cone. Out jumps Charles Paul, and we're back on the green. The black Camaro, number 18W out of Salinas. Gary Vincelletti. Mike Coleman now trying to overhaul the back top side of Sam Tucker. Coleman on the high side, Tucker drifts out of the pocket, opens the door, and up
into the fire crew and quickly on the spot, douching it off with the extinguisher. Fire crew quickly on the Kenny Man car as he comes out of turn 2, lit up, gone to the barbecue. That was Dennis Conley out there quickly with the extinguisher and shoots the fire out. Driver out of the car, okay, that was Kenny Mann out of Torrance, California, a regular runner up here, always puts on a good, fast show. And now he will be in the pits for a bit, I'm sure. Not bad so far. Tucker had an opportunity to look underneath, couldn't find the trigger. But look out, Steve Nolan now underneath Corwin. Nose to tails, Tucker, Corwin, and Nolan. Daryl Hood sticks his nose underneath Floyd Quackenbush off turn 4. Mike Corwin off turn 2, side by side with Tucker. Tucker and Corwin in battle right now through the transition off of 4. Opens the door for Steve Nolan. Nolan's got his nose underneath of Tucker. Mike Corwin now running second, and Steve Nolan moves into third. Sam Tucker goes back to fourth, and Quackenbush working his backside over in the 57 car. Entering into turn 3 now, side by side with Ronnie Sanders. The 18W, Gary Vincelletti. Out of Salinas, your leader. Mike Corwin second, now getting worked over by Steve Nolan on the backside as he enters turn 1. Jeffers gets the black flag, goes off the racing surface. Daryl Hood in turn 2 underneath the Quackenbush, can't quite find the handle, goes up 2 positions. 3 abreast into turn 3. It's Hood, Nolan, and Sanders. Your leader right now into traffic. Passed okay. Gary Vincelletti, your leader. Number 22 up in smoke, Henry Wistowski out of Pearsonville. I'll move into the lead right now between Mike Corwin and Gary Vincelletti off turn 4. Nice clean pass, side by side into turn 1. Yellow flag out. A tire sits over here, come off the rim out of turn 4. No racing to the yellow, revert back to the previous lap. Somebody lost their casing. Mike Corwin had made the pass out of turn 4, but it goes back to the previous lap. And the 18W Gary Vincelletti will have the position back. A whole lot of engine fluid sitting over there in turn 1 and 2, sitting over green. Slippery Steve Nolan in third, Corwin up front in second, and Gary Vincelletti, your leader. Sam Tucker running fourth, Floyd Quackenbush sitting up there in that 5th position with Ray Nolan right behind him. Lights out, about to go green. Big back racing. Oh, Gary Vincelletti on the gas. Mike Corwin down low. Everybody stay back. Mike Morris and Ray Nolan, everybody back away from the wall, please. Everybody back off away from that wall. Unfortunately, Ray Nolan and the 56 car of Mike Morris got tangled up down the main chute here. Nolan climbed the wall, came over and up on his top side. We could get everybody back, please, away from the wall. Ray Nolan out of his car, give him a big hand. He's all right. Man, oh man. Les Taylor, my assistant, now approaching the scenario here, will make an assessment of what we've got to look at. We're going to assess the situation right now and put the checkered flag out to preserve sufficient time for the late model main event, as these guys, we did get over 20 laps in.
Yeah, they can go back. These guys can go back.
Well, you see Raymond out of the car. Mike Morris is conscious. They're taking a look at him. We get information on them. We'll pass along to you.
But he has dirt track roots. I mean, he raced at Watsonville for years, so he knows how to drive a dirt track. This is a pavement car. And where's they driving asphalt at?
So you enter out there right now, the 18 car of Gary Vinciletti, running asphalt most of the season up in Madera, but comes right out of the grassroots of the dirt track racing and spanks booty here tonight. Gary Vinciletti, give him a big hand at black, number 18 Camaro. Nice drive, my friend. Definitely a dominant force here tonight, as he had mondo power and had the suspension putting it to the track.
Well, we're down here with Gary. Gary, unfortunately, I came out to see how everybody was, so I don't have the Bud girls with me. Sorry.
That's okay. Just as long as those two guys over there are okay.
There you go, sportsmanship all the way. I talked to you earlier in the pits yesterday, too. You've been running most of the asphalt tracks, haven't you?
Yeah, we went back to that this year just to try something different, just to see how it is, but it looks like I'm going to stay with the dirt now.
Winning will make you do that, won't it? Now I know you evidently you like Bakersfield Speedway after tonight. What about coming up to our Veterans Day race up there at Porterville?
Sounds good. As long as we're winning, we'll go anywhere.
Well, you come all the way from where? Madera, Merced?
Salinas.
Salinas, even farther. All right. Well, congratulations. You got anybody you got to say hi to up here?
I just want to thank Steve Sullinger back in the pits. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be out here.
There you go, Gary Vinciletti, main event winner.
All right, one way over the drive out, my friend. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, what's coming up next? I guess, round 2A, main event. First to get 50 laps there on the second inning. Thank you very much. In about 45 minutes left on the clock, we'll start segment. If you need any. Mike Morris now out of his modified street number 56 car. How fun is he at okay?
Hey, can you hurry up that deal down there? Going as fast as we can, Doug.
Finishing up second in the modified street division, the number 1 car, Mike Corwin.
Driver Greg Brown. Also in number 25 out of San Jose, he is your Pacific Coast Regional Champion, Robert Miller. Miller is the 25 car with almost a complete body. The 32X car out of Ridgecrest, your driver, Scott Kuster. The number 33 car out of Trona, the one that hit the wall real hard over here at the apex of 1 and 2, back on the track, Larry Blake. And here's a big dog that ran real fast for a long time, the 59 car out of Fremont, Johnny Silva. The number 61 car out of Watsonville, Bobby Large. Out of Haywood, the number 72 car, Sean DeForest. The number 86 car out of Bakersfield, Chad Reichenbach. And finally, the number 92 car, Tony Zaffino. Now, I see the number 12 car has made it out here. He is your Aztec track champion out of Farmington, New Mexico, Mitch Robinson. Cars on the track, and Sean DeForest finds himself on the apron of turn number 4. But up front, that Fremont driver, John Silva, jumps up into the lead. We'll have a restart, reline these boys up.
turn 4.
Slammed the wall along the driver's side and bounces off of that. 11 laps down.
It's out, about to go green.
Bobby Large now back to third, getting hammered by Ron Myers in the backside. Pettit is running the upper groove like I've never seen any stock car run it here before. You CRA sprint cars run up there, World of Outlaws run up there, and now a stock car. Lights out, about to go green. The 7X Pettit still running that upper groove. Opens the door for Ronnie Myers. Myers takes a look at it. Myers running down low, Pettit up high. A little battle starting to brew up in the front side with Pettit and series of Jim Pettit. Jim Pettit takes the win in the 7X car. Chad Reichen back in the 86 gets second. Number 11, Drake third. Robert Miller, the 25 car fifth, and behind him it looked like Bobby Large. So that's the unofficial rundown at this point. But what a run by the leader and winner up there in the 7X of Jim Pettit as he ran to the upside, found a good racing surface there for about 12, 15 laps. Until that went away, he saw the traffic was closing in on him, and he decided to drop back at the lower apron. That leader, 7X Jim Pettit.
Test one, 1, 2. Test 1, 2. 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Jim Pettit. Like I said a little bit earlier, Pettit was running the high side, found a lot of good traction up there, was hooked up, and just for 12, 15 laps was stretching out away from the competition. That particular part of the racing surface went away for him. You could see a drastic change as he dropped it back down to the lower apron in groove number 1, and he started walking away with it again. Jim Pettit, the winner, second 50-lap main event. Down there right now to make presentations with the Bud Girls, Jim Pettit and Plus Taylor.
Dad, are you looking at those Budweiser girls? Mike! Are you looking at those Budweiser girls? Okay.
Well, they're going to get the crew in here. Let's talk with Jim while they're lining the crew up. They want you girls to stay. The crew definitely wants the ladies to stay. They want to stay. All right, Jim. Well, Jim, it looked like a lot of fun out there.
Well, you know, we had a little rough time the first race, you know, but they say that's racing. And we just went out there with the hope of, you know, staying out of trouble, not getting ran over. It just seemed like everywhere we went the first 50, we were in the wrong place. And we got a decent starting position the second one, and we just made some good ground up early in the race. And then, fortunately, the outside groove came in, and that's where I made my move. And thank goodness no one could catch us.
So what'd you do? You set up for that outside groove evidently after the first race?
Well, we didn't want to commit ourselves to one groove or the other. We wanted to be able to run both the top or the bottom. It just happened that I could run either. You know, early in the race and midway, I ran the top groove, and then the top started going away, and I dropped to the bottom. And old Ron Myers was running pretty good off the bottom, but after I dropped to the bottom, I didn't see him no more. So evidently, I made the right choice.
That's what you like, is not seeing those guys again. Now, what about our November race up there in Porterville? Are you thinking about that? You got a lot of money now.
Well, I don't know about me having the money. You know, I drive for Howard Martinson, and if it wasn't for him and the Built by D Motors, D Riley, and his son Corey, and all the people that are involved in helping us here, we wouldn't be here. But I think if everything goes right, we got another couple races before the race, and if the car and everything's together and everybody's happy, we'll be there for the Porterville show. I think that's my birthday, but I think we're still going to show up.
What if we promise you these Bud Girls up there in case you win again?
Nah, you're trying to get me in trouble here, like you did last year.
She's here this year, but I don't remember what happened last year. Okay, Jim Pettit, your winner.